We begin conversations this morning in studio and we're speaking with two young men, yes, from right here in Tobago, Mr. Devon Dillon. He is the former vice president of JCI, and Mr. JC Khaon Kent, who is the co-chair of JCI. Oh gosh, I feel as if I butchered his name again, but we will get to that this morning. And they're here to talk about a peace walk and beautification project. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, a pleasure having you in studio with us this morning. And for me, it's always a pleasure having young men coming in studio and speaking on issues that are very positive, that impact society, that stand as role models and a source of encouragement to not just young men like yourselves, but the entire society. Because when we look at what is happening, we see usually our young men are the ones getting in trouble, or allowing themselves to be influenced by the negative impacts. And so here you are this morning, holding positions in a organization that is open to young people, for them to grow and experience and learn and, network and socialize. And we're talking about the Beautification project now. But before we get into that, just tell us a little bit about the JCI organization.
Well, JCI is a relatively old organization. It's in all over the world, a lot of countries. I think it's over 150 countries worldwide. It's actually been in the Caribbean for over 60 years now. Actually started in Trinidad. And JCI Tobago, it resurfaced in 2013, and I actually joined in 2015. And peace has been a core theme of our organization in terms of trying to have positive impact on our community. And we have many peace-oriented projects over the years, in my opinion. One of my favorites is the Safe and Sober Zone, where we create a space for young people during the festivities, Carnival, Juve, to kind of catch back themselves so that they don't go home driving on the roads drunk, because we have a lot of drunk driving accidents over the years. So JCI, in my opinion, peace has been a core theme of our organization over the years.
And might I add, JCI is an organization that provides development opportunities for young people to make positive change. So I would say persons who are in businesses, persons who are now starting a career, this is a phenomenal organization to join. I would say if you want to become a better version of yourself, JCI has the opportunity for growth, networking opportunities. We are, as Tahyr said, we are in over 100 countries. JCI is a great organization.
And I know, as you mentioned before, in terms of becoming a better version of yourself, that you provide a measure of training for your members. In terms of the membership, what is the age group for persons to join JCI?
Between 18 and 40.
Oh, it's a wide enough catchment there. And what are some of your core values? I mean, you spoke about peace, especially being your tagline for now, especially in the times that we're in, where we're seeing so many things happening in societies, not just in Tobago but globally. You see uprisings for different causes, and once there isn't peace, you might end up seeing riots. And I know a lot of people have different beliefs and they have different opinions, but at the end of the day, we can do so peacefully. What are some of your pillars, your core mandates in terms of how JCI operates?
Well, the creed of the organization basically answers that question very well. As I said, JCI is an international organization with many different beliefs, but we all say the creed before our meeting. During our meetings, during any events that we have. And you see, Devon can probably rattle it off off the top of his head.
Well, I would say our core pillars of the organization is community support. We at the organization, in our active citizens framework, we look for issues in the community, and then with that we create projects that would be impactful and help solve some of these issues that are in society.
And that's why we came now to the Peace Walk.
Yes.
The Peace Walk and Beautification project, and we focus in this time the Signal Hill community.
Yes.
So tell us exactly your thought process? How do you get to, we need to have a peace walk, we need to have not just a walk, but a project to for to identify or to mark or to leave a mark to say, well, we were here and this is what we did. How did you come to decide this is what we want to do?
Well, actually, this is in collaboration with an international peace group, the International Peace Youth Group under the Heavenly Culture World Peace Restoration of Light. It's a mouthful, but it's an international peace group based in Washington, D.C., and they would have reached out to us to collaborate. And it actually is not just Tobago alone, but they have several other Caribbean countries doing the peace walk.
Will they be doing it simultaneously?
No. Because of how everyone's schedule is, we wouldn't be doing it simultaneously, but after everyone's completed,
But it will be on the same day.
Yeah, you'll be celebrating it on the same day. So we have a collaborative video of everyone's walk to show that we have people all over the world doing this walk at the same time.
And might I add, this is just the start of it with these Caribbean countries. We are trying to create a movement. Right, just starting with these 5 Caribbean countries, and then who knows, we could take it regional, and this peace movement could be a big thing.
And in terms of your partnerships, who are you bringing on board to be a part of the walk with you and the beautification projects?
We reach out to a lot of community persons in the Signal Hill area. We've reached out to the Signal Hill Primary School. We've reached out to the area representative. We've reached out to the Happy Haven School, Signal Hill Comprehensive School. We reached out to a lot of persons within the community and across Tobago to make this event successful.
And in terms of corporate Tobago, because at the end of the day, in as much as you want to get to communities, you need the strengthening and the support of corporate to ensure that they buy in as well. Because, I mean, where there is no peace, we're all affected, we're all impacted. And so has anyone come forward, or have you been able to reach out to anybody in corporate to say, listen, we're going to paint a bench, we need this, we need banners, we need flyers, we need t-shirts, we need a truck, we need paint. How have you been able to collaborate with anybody like that?
Yeah, so some of our sponsors for this initiative would read Bermudez Biscuit, Blue Heron Establishment, Manzi Family and Equipment Rental, Eastside Agro Plants, Chromatic Umbrellas, Channel 5, Signal Hill Environmental Club, Cafe and Chappie Laundry.
Right.
And we also have Cosmo Supermarket in Patience Hill. Yeah.
Good. And in terms of the walk, where are you starting from and what is the route for the walk?
Yeah, we're actually starting at the park.
Okay.
And we will go, I think it's through Emerald Drive, and we're basically making a circuit coming back out through Luke Road and back to the park. It's a little over 2 kilometers, but it's not a race.
Right.
It's a walk.
Right, good.
So we're going at a moderate pace. We plan to have police presence. We plan to have ambulance in case you have people who can't take the sun, even though we're trying to do it early in the morning. But yeah, it's a little over 2 points.
Yeah, so we also I'm not sure if you mentioned, we also have the police with us. And after that walk, it's a twofold project. So after the walk, we'll be having the beautification at the park, right, where we'll be painting as well as planting some trees and creating a green space for persons to come and just have, that quiet time. Because most of the times, you don't have that spot to lime at, it's just at the bars. But we are creating a peace spot, which is at the park, and that's for persons to come and, have a relaxing time.
Will there be any talks? Sometimes you have these walks and you have a little talk, a little pep talk, and encouragement. Will you be having any of that during or at the end of the walk?
Yes, so at the end of the walk, we are looking at having someone come and give a motivational speech that hasn't been confirmed as yet, but someone will be there to give a speech to the persons there.
And in terms of what you mentioned, different members in the community, different groups, families in the community will be coming out. Would you be opening it for anybody who might be interested, even if you're not from the Signal Hill, Patience Hill, Lambo type area? Can they still come out in support of this event?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, because it's an all-inclusive event, right?
All-inclusive, but we ask people to wear a white shirt peace. It's yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we are asking persons to wear white, walk with your paintbrush, come. We have some light refreshments for persons. Come and socialize and network with other persons, like-minded persons. Who knows, you know, you can have an opportunity to do something. Just being around certain persons could, you know, elevate persons.
I like the fact that you have to walk with your paintbrush. Yours, if you're coming on this walk, it's not just a fancy walk with your white t-shirts, but come with your paintbrush because there's purpose in the walk, right?
Yes.
In as much as it is peace, there's purpose. You want to leave a mark, as you said, Devon, that you're setting up a space that people could actually sit. They could remember, I was on this walk. I helped to paint this bench. I helped to plant this tree. I was a part of this, and the possibility now of this this walk moving from community to community. I don't know if you have earmarked any other community yet, and if you're going to do it. I mean, I know you said you collaborated with an organization in the US. I don't know if JCI Tobago is going to take this on now as a project, as an independent project. I say, listen, we could take this from right here in Signal Hill. This could be the genesis of it, yes, but we want to take it now and move it from community to community, and to ensure that each community, or as many communities at all on the island of Tobago, will have some kind of identification that we had a peace walk here. And you must remember, when you're getting in a kind of frame of mind, this community is for peace. I don't know if you plan to move it around.
And that's so correct. We are looking at other places to have these environmental projects. We are asking all persons who are willing to be sponsors to reach out to JCI Tobago on our social media and to help sponsor these initiatives, because these initiatives aren't, you know, cheap, right? And we
A non-profit.
are not a non-profit organization and looking for sponsors to do things like this on the island to, you know, bring a positive change. And it all starts with us.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. So we're calling on communities across the island of Tobago. We're calling on corporate Tobago. We're calling on everybody who has some dollars in their pockets. This is a good place to invest your money and invest your time. And of course, a good place for socialization and networking. You heard them saying there's an opportunity for young people, especially. Let us provide spaces and opportunities for our young people to network, to come up with their ideas. And I'm telling you, young people have a lot of ideas. They're just looking for the opportunity and the support and the investment. So bring your pockets and come. This is taking place when?
Saturday, 7th of June, which is Saturday coming. So,
what time is it? The event starting?
7. We're asking people to come out for 7:30.
Right.
Yeah, because they say we don't want to have people walking in hot sun. You don't know,
And the sun is very hot these days, so that's a good time to start. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And refreshments, of course, will be made available. But we come in to walk, we come in to talk, and we come in to paint. And of course, provide a space that people can reflect on. And we need that in society.
Yes,
we
yes.
need a space where people can just, you know, when you walk past and you see some fresh flowers growing up, you just feel like sometimes when you're going on your morning walk and you see a new flower shoot up, you feel, yeah, something good is happening. That bench could do the same thing, you know?
And it's in a relatively centralized location in the community because you have the community center, you have the field nearby.
Right.
And even the restoration part of the project, this isn't the first time we have done it. We have done it a couple of years ago. So it's a recurring project where we try to restore, upbring certain core locations in communities.
Right.
Yes.
So if persons want certain parts done in their community, you know, they have the funds, they want to invest in us, we could have it done. Persons want to be a part of a phenomenal organization. You know, they might have an idea, you know, I want to do something, you know, but you do have the support, you join the organization, you come up with liaise with like-minded persons, and we could come up with the projects to make the Tobago and wherever a better place.
That's right. That's right. So, you know, guys, I want to say thank you so much for coming on this morning. Thank you for being here. And of course, for being young men in a society with a positive mindset, right? In a society where things could go anyway. It could go either way. And you have chosen, you have decided that this is the path you want to take. Yes. So I must say congratulations to you. And I do hope you continue to encourage other young men as well and other people in society to step forward and, you know, embrace the opportunities that are available to you.
I would also like to add on to what JC Devon would have said. You have a lot of people with ideas, but they don't have the confidence, they don't have the support. At GCI, we have a lot of trainings. We have to have a lot of people of like mind, where there's a community where you feel safe to grow. Because in the initial stages, I was extremely shy. People reach me now and ask me if I training to become a politician because I so versed in talking to people that I don't even know.
Right.
So JCI is an organization that trains you, that brings you up, gives you that self-confidence to bring forward your ideas into reality.
That's right, and there's strength in numbers, right?
Yes.
So when you
Yes.
have people supporting you, it makes the job easier for you to do what you have to do.
Definitely.
Right, so thank you guys so much for coming, and I wish you all the best in the walk on Saturday. Tobago, you want to come out and be a part of what is happening there. It's a peace beautification project taking place this Saturday, 7th June 2025 from 7:30 a.m. They meet at the Signal Hill Park for a peace walk and a beautification project. So step forward with your paintbrush in hand and your white t-shirt on. That's okay if you get some paint on the t-shirt. That t-shirt will be a memorabilia at the end of the day, of course, because you're a part of the peace walk. So hope to see you there soon, and remember, look out for other projects coming out from the JCI Tobago. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to go for a short break before we continue conversations here in studio, and as we go, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.